the power forward position. At 7'0" number 23, Lauri Markkanen.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for Houston. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant, and it's Van Vliet in at the 1. And for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler man the post position. Collier out there with Keontae George, and it's Bailey in at small forward. RJ will be keeping an eye on the front courts in this one, specifically the matchup at the center position.
Yeah, let's remember, there were some years where people thought centers were becoming obsolete, and now they might be the most important position in this league.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And give the defense credit, he was met at the rim.
Thompson against George. The Rockets pull it in. It's tipped. And now Utah, fast break. On the wing, Markkanen shoots over KD. Markkanen can't get it to go. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Markkanen looking it over. Pass to George. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Here's Bailey. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
I mean, that's a spot on the floor Bailey can really make his own, especially at that size.
And maybe more than any team in the West, the Jazz really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
Second free throw, no good. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity is a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Here's Durant. The baseline jumper goes down.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
Tries the spin move. George passes to Count. Outside, George. Back to Kessler. Jazz passing it around. Shot clock at 5. That one goes in.
They're going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Now, here's Şengün. It's good.
Sometimes you got to flex on him. That's what Şengün just did.
1:33 left to play here in the first. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were two loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. In the corner, George with it. Here's Collier. Pocket 6. They now take the lead. Markkanen's got 5.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
Şengün against Kessler, and the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Three-pointer. No good on that one. Smith against George. Pass to Collier. Now Kessler. The tray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Houston on top, leading by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Jazz trail by 3. We've got Jusuf Nurkic. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Williams. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Durant launches from deep. No good on the quick 3.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic not holding back at all on that finish.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Here's Eason. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that with much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. And the Rockets making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Shot by Eason, no good. Jazz trail by 3. Markkanen kicks to George. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, but they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Name a type of shot. Deontay George can hit it. More than capable of scoring. at all three levels.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
That's good from George. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. Houston also making some changes. Smith checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. And he makes both free throws. Here's KD. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smith dishes to Capella. Capella draws the double. A 3-ball. The shot by KD. No good. Utah trailing here. Pass to George. Back to Kessler.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Tries it from 19. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Kessler's got his first basket. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. George with the steal. To the inside. And finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
1:35 left in the first half. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And it's Houston on the break. Durant finishing it off in transition.
The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
Pass to Filipowski. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's VanVleet. Now Capella over Kessler, and it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. Collier's checked in. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Kevin Durant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, third team foul.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Markkanen drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Şengün scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
This is where Şengün can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
And the call will be against Jabari Smith.
Second personal.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Jazz have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. There's 18 seconds left here in the second.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Şengün with the bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Collier. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 1. From Delta Center, back in a moment.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your Rocket Fight Arena Entertainment.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game, great performance by Şengün.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
Jazz shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Van Vliet in at the guard position. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Back to you guys.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. So, it's Utah now. After the three-pointer from Katie. Markkanen can't get it to go. Well, Fred VanVleet wasn't going to be denied his chance, RJ, playing in the NBA.
No, he wasn't. Undrafted, yes, but training his whole life for a chance. And when he got it, boy, he did not let up. Ever since he was young, he was getting up at 5:30 every morning to train before school.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup-proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring? It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Thompson over George, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Kessler. It's good from about 19 feet. Kessler's got his second basket. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. VanVleet outside. Thompson left side.
2 minutes.
Over George. And the shot falls short this time.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lebowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tari Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. 1:50 left in the third. Pass to Collier. A three from George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 5 points so far.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Eason down low. And here's Van Vliet from the arcs. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Bailey misses. The Rockets leading. Smith up top. Pass to KD. Here's George. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Smith drawn the double team. Here's Eason. Offline with his three.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
For the tie, and it's Collier missing. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Second team foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Kevin Durant, 1 shot.
1 shot.
You look at Durant's game, you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jabari Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Reed Shepard taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepard brings to both ends of the floor.
And the Rockets making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Good on both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Takes it inside.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Finney-Smith. Sweet little floater. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Here's Finney-Smith. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rockets ahead. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
It's the 4th quarter.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Kyle Filipowski. He's out there with Nurkic. Williams is out there with Markkanen. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Filipowski, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Easton passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Here's Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And that one falls for Williams. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Williams. Rockets leading by 5. Pass to Durant. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. That one is good.
What you love about Şengün is that he is always working for a second chance score.
Here's Collier, covered by Van Vliet. Markkanen outside. Here's George. Now Markkanen shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Şengün inside. Working on Kessler. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bailey struck in for Williams.
For your Jazz, number 19, Ace Bailey.
Jazz trail by 4. Outside George. And stolen by Thompson. Oh, what a play inside.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Now Bailey. And it's sent back by PD. And it's Smith penetrating, rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
And I like this play by Smith, leaping up off the drive to hand deliver it to the basket.
The putback, Kessler.
Rockets foul. Jabari Smith Jr. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Jazz, Walker Kessler. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Kessler drops them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Smith with it. George picks him up. Markkanen pulls it down. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Kessler. And the layup is off. Houston leading by 6. Here's Durant from deep. The shot misses. 1:05 left in the 4th. Now Bailey. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Monster bucket from Bailey. It's the rookie now stepping up.
Houston's gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Now Smith. Durant. No good on the layup. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
For Kessler. And get the 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the Rockets, Fred Van Fleet, taking 2 shots.
a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Kessler misses the 3, and that's an intentional foul.
Bailey. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Houston, Jabari Smith Jr. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Here's Bailey. Stolen by Durant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Utah ball.
And stolen by Thompson. So Houston wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Fred, no surprise, a great defensive showing tonight. What is it that makes this team so suffocating at that end of the floor?
Well, I think we're getting pretty good effort from each guy individually. I think we're finding our package defensively as a team, as a coaching staff, and just kind of gelling and putting together individual game plans from the coaches and trying to execute it.
No doubt. Thanks, Fred.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.